All right, 1, 2, 3.
When I was younger, I loved to watch, if it's like Saturday, I remember when, oh God, I can't tell you guys this, it really dates me. It's terrible. I don't want to play this game with you. Okay, when I was younger, I loved Fat Albert. When I was younger, one of my favorite TV shows was Mary Tyler Moore. A good friend of mine told me that we should actually do the remake of Mary Tyler Moore with me, a comedian, and call it Black Girl instead of That Girl. When I was younger, my favorite TV show, I loved Carol Burnett, things like that. Everybody, when I was younger, Saturday mornings, you had your cereal, you watched Soul Train. Remember when Soul Train came on? That was like the coolest thing. Everybody wanted to be like a Soul Train dancer, go down the Soul Train line, everybody. And you'd eat cereal, and parents would be sleeping in, and you have your cereal, and you eat some King Vitamin and watch Soul Train and Fat Albert, and yeah. Oh, when I was younger, I was a good student. So I was really pretty good at all the subjects. But my favorite one, when I was younger, I just really liked school. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was just something that I could do. My favorite subject, I was really good at French when I was younger, and I was really good at history when I was younger, and I was really good at math when I was younger. I'm terrible at math now. I really loved science when I was younger. So that's me. I was a nerd. When I was younger, I was basically a nerd. Most people don't know that about me. Most people that know me and love me know that I'm basically a nerd, but when I was younger, I was definitely a nerd. When I was younger, I wore the shorts, the Ralph Lauren, the shorts that come up to here, and Argyle socks, and I was really corny when I was younger. But now, I'm very cool. When I was younger, well, there was a radio station, WBLS. Is WBLS still around, right? Okay, so WBLS, when I was younger, I listened to WBLS. What was his name? Frankie, I forget Frankie's name. I forget the DJ's name. But, okay, when I was younger, my sister and I loved Prince. Now, that might not seem so unusual or why am I whispering it? I'm whispering it because when I was younger, which was a little ways ago, Prince was quite risque. So music show like Head and Sister Sister, and when I was younger, my mother thought that was devil music. Can you say that? She thought it was a different time, people, and it was just how can you play this music? So we've come far, right? But when I was younger, we loved Prince. Oh, when I was younger, another thing, this ring, my sister and I would stay up all night. We'd have twin beds. We shared a bedroom, and we'd have twin beds, and we'd sing songs. And we'd sing songs like, this ring is for the lover in you. This ring, it means I'll always be true. That's what we'd sing. I haven't done karaoke in so long. Oh, it skips. You know who I love? I love Christina Aguilera. I'm a big Mariah Carey fan. When we're doing this when I was younger, but it's Mariah Carey. Oh my God, Mariah Carey. I love her. I would think those guys are my go-to songs. When I was younger, we traveled quite a bit. My mom thought that traveling was really important, so we would spend oftentimes summers in Haiti, and we'd rent a house, and I remember my sister and I walking to get sugar cane, fresh sugar cane, and breaking it open and eating it, and that was really nice. And we would travel a lot to the Bahamas when I was younger. Traveling was a big thing. A little bit later, we started traveling to Europe, which I just absolutely love to do. So I love Paris, I love London, I love a small place in France called Strasbourg. Traveling was a big thing for us when I was younger. I don't really know where I don't know what settling down means to me because we're kind of gypsies, and I don't know if it's just because of the nature of what I do that I'm always someplace, but I'm not sure. You know, New York is home for me, and it will always be home. So when I think about forever, I can't imagine ever being anywhere other than New York. I kind of feel like no matter where I am, you're always coming home to New York. When I was younger, my acting career was never supported. I think it just got supported with ambitions. My mom called me up. She was like, "Oh my God, this is really, really good." Maybe a little bit before that, I remember doing a play called Vagina Monologues, and I was myself and Debbie Mazar and Rosie Perez, and I remember my mom coming to see. She goes, "You know, you're really very good at this," and I was like, but my mom, I was raised by a single mom, my sister and I, and she really wanted a doctor. So she didn't mind acting as a hobby, but not a career. And none of my family is into the arts, and they don't understand it, and they don't know where I came from, and they don't know why I am the way I am. But I think they've probably finally accepted that it's not going to change. And in many respects, I have too. And acting for me has always, it's just something I actually really, really just love doing. I never thought of it as a career or for a career. And it's something, you know, time is it's an interesting thing because it moves so quickly. You wake up and you find you've been doing something for 35 years. So I think they finally settled into the fact that I'm an actor. I think I started playing women, and I was really good at playing a certain type of woman, and then everybody wanted me to do that, and I said no to a lot of things that when it was like that type of character, which now looking back, that I'm much older, I was like, well, that was really stupid. Just do it to death, you know? And so now I'm more secure about playing that type of woman. I just try to layer it and make it a little bit different. So when they wanted me to do Stephanie Lancaster in Ambitions, I just wanted her to not be this typical ice queen. I wanted people to love to hate her if they were hating her. I wanted them to tune in to see what she was going to do next. I wanted Stephanie to put a smile on their face, which I think she does. And I wanted Stephanie to have a sense of humor. So in that respect, I've made her a little bit different than like Jacqueline in Boomerang. So yeah, now I've sort of embraced it. Why not? Somebody said bitch. No, I'm not a bitch. I'm that bitch, which I just love. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that bitch. I think Denzel. I think I would love to work with Denzel. I've tested twice for movies with him. Once I tested with him and Cheryl Lee Ralph got the role. And another time I tested with him, I think for Malcolm X, I forgot who got the role. So just being in a room with him, working, and his kind of telling me, no, Robin, don't do it this way, think about this, so you're just amazing. So I think I would love to work with him. You know, I guess I'm a little bit old school in many respects, so I really love acting, and I think I would tell them what was told to me, which is study. I mean, the business has changed so much. So when I first went to Hollywood, you'd sit with casting directors, and that was the first question they asked is, where did you study? You know, and thank God I had a place that I had been studying, and when I went to undergraduate school, I studied more at Sarah Lawrence, and now it's sort of changed because people enter the business in all different types of ways. So I try not to judge that because the world has just changed, but I think studying, I think if young people feel they want to do this, they should really respect it as a craft. You know, I couldn't go play tennis with Serena Williams, you know, and I sort of feel the same way about acting. Sometimes you find you're like, you know, so I think being really good at what you do is very important. So you kind of come across, you get into the room differently than you used to, and you get opportunities differently, but I'd like to think that when you show up, you know how to do what you do.